Hello students, good morning everyone. I welcome you all on our e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce, Wardha. And today we will have our lecture on the subject Business Economics for BCCA 3rd Sem. We are on the verge of completing our 4th unit. Already we have gone through with different concepts of market structure, different types of markets, the classification of market based on time, place and competition. And in case of competition, we have seen the types of markets and where there is a concept of competition, perfect competition. Then we have seen the idea or the meaning of monopoly. Then what is monopolistic competition? At the same time, how the prices are determined in case of monopolistic market, monopoly market structure. At the same time, how the prices are determined in short run, in long run, in perfect competition. All the things we have gone through. Now, yesterday also we have seen the different types of price discrimination, different types of monopolies, what are their characteristics and how it works. Means which is the ideal situation where the price discrimination can be made by the monopolist. So all these things we have seen. Now today we will start with another concept, that is the concept is a type of a classification of a market on the basis of competition. How the competition is divided into two different parts, and again out of that two different parts, what is monopoly, what is competition. Now today we are moving on to the oligopoly. It is called oligopoly. Now in case of oligopoly, what is exactly the meaning of oligopoly? We have seen monopoly. In case of monopoly, or who is called as a monopolist? A single seller or a sole seller is called monopolist. Whereas in case of oligopoly, what is that? It is a market structure in which there are few sellers. Okay, in case of monopoly there is a single seller, but whereas in case of oligopoly there are few sellers, maybe two, more than 2, 3, 4, 5, but the number is few, not much. So whereas in perfect competition there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers, but here in the concept of monopoly or say oligopoly there are few sellers. There is a competition among the few sellers in case of oligopoly market structure, oligopoly market mechanism. Now oligopoly, exactly we can call it as it is a mixture of, means where the monopolists are there, but they are the few monopolists. But when we say few monopolists, then we can't use the word monopolist. We have to say oligopoly market structure. So oligopoly, it means there are more than two sellers or more than one seller, and these sellers are selling homogeneous or various, that is differentiated products. It is not necessary the products which are sold by the oligopolist should be homogeneous. They can sell, or they have the right to sell the products which are homogeneous and which are differentiated. It means different products they can sold in the market. So many times oligopoly is a market structure in which there are few sellers. Therefore, oligopoly is a midway between monopolistic competition and monopoly. The literal meaning of monopoly is a competition among few. Now, competition among few. When we say the word competition among few, means who are these few? These few refers to the few sellers. Okay, more than one, more than two, more than three, but they are not more in numbers, but they are few in numbers, and that is why oligopoly is a competition. It is that kind of market structure. There is competition. Competition exists in that type of market, but that competition is among few sellers. Correct? In India, there are certain areas, certain fields or industries where such kind of competition exists or such kind of competition can take place. And which kind of firms or which kind of fields are they? In case of automobile industries, in case of cement industries or a steel production, it is treated as a oligopoly market. It means the seller who are selling such kind of products. Which are these such kinds? Maybe automobile products, then cement product, steel industrial product. These are treated as oligopoly. It means in these products there is more than one seller, or the seller will be maybe few sellers, maybe 2, 3 or 4, but not more than that. When we use the word few means small, not more in numbers. Okay, so what is oligopoly? The literal meaning, the word to word meaning of the word is competition among the few. So oligopoly means competition among the few. It is a competition among the few sellers where every seller influences or is influenced by the behavior of the firms. In India, automobile, cement or steel industries are treated as, or they come under the oligopoly market structure. Correct? So this is what is the meaning of oligopoly. Then again there is another concept which is known as duopoly. Now what is this duopoly? Duo means two. Okay, there are exact two sellers in the market structure where they are selling their products. It means, but in actual practice what happens? Only two seller is not exactly the market situation or a market structure, and that is why either there is a monopolist or there is a oligopoly market structure. But in case of duopoly, there are exact two sellers. Only two sellers are there who are selling their products. There are homogeneous products and no near substitutes to it. It means the product they are selling is same, homogeneous, same in kind, same in type, same in taste, same in liking, and no near substitutes is available to it. Okay, correct? This is just for the concept, because in actual practice, in real manner, duopoly market is not a true scenario of the market. So oligopoly we have seen, and the meaning of duopoly just now we have seen. Now what are the features of oligopoly? Now coming to the features of this kind of market structure, the very first point is few sellers. As we are talking about, it is a competition between, or it is a competition among few, and these few are nothing but the few sellers, maybe more than 2, more than 3 or 4, 5, but they are few in numbers. These are the few sellers who are selling their products in the market, and that particular market structure is called as oligopoly. Okay, so there are few sellers, maybe 5 or 10, okay, engaged in selling the homogeneous or different kind of products. It is not necessary the sellers who are selling the products, those commodity must be homogeneous. It is not necessary. The product may be homogeneous or may be differentiated, or various kind of products they can sell. Second is interdependence. What it means? When number of sellers are few, then obviously competition is less in the market. Okay, when there are few sellers in the market, it means the competition is not perfect, or the competition is not exact in the market. So any change in price, quality of the product by one firm has a direct impact on the rival, means that there is a direct impact on the other firm or the other seller. So oligopoly kind of market structure, in case of oligopoly selling firms, they must consider not only the demand of the product but also the changes adopted by the other firms or by the other competitors. That is what is interdependence. It means they know in the market when the sellers or the producers and the manufacturers, they are producing the goods and then selling it in the market. So they are always aware about their sellers. Maybe they are called as a competitors in the market. So they have to consider, okay, what the other one, what the kind of product, what the quality or the prices of the product they are charging, and accordingly, because it has an impact, and it is very obvious because there are few sellers, okay, and everyone is interested in their own profit maximization. So from that point of view, interdependence is one of the characteristics of oligopoly. Then impact of advertising, okay, obviously when the products are sold by the few sellers, it means to maintain the name and fame in the market and to earn sufficient profits. Oligopolists have to study the challenges and they have to face the challenges in the market, in the competitive world. So for that, what they are doing, they are promoting their products, they are doing advertisements of their product. And impact of advertising, it makes a lot of difference. Once the products is advertised, once the product is introduced in the market with the help of media or with the help of advertising marketing techniques, it has a direct impact on the sale of the product, on the earning of the seller. So to remain in the competition, each firm try to attract the consumers towards their products by way of huge promotions and different offers, etc. Okay, this is the impact of advertising. The next is role of selling cost. Yesterday we have seen the meaning of selling cost. What is selling cost? The expenses which are incurred on advertising, okay, on selling of the product with the help of advertisement or marketing. That is called a selling cost. Then the role of selling cost is very much important in this case. Severe competition and interdependence leads to large expectations on sales promotions. Advertising become the part and parcel of oligopolies products in the market. Okay, everyone, if they want to earn maximum and higher profits, then those products must be reached to the consumers or the customer. And for that reason, for the sake of reaching the products to the industry, to the society, what they are doing, they are advertising their product. Okay, they are making promotion of their product, offering so much offers in the market for their own products. Okay, so these are the role of selling cost. Then next is lack of certainty. Now why lack of certainty? Because there is a availability of more sellers in the market structure. Seller is not sure about the amount of the profit he may earn in the market. So there is a price fluctuation because there are few sellers, and if the one seller is reducing or decreasing his price, making some changes in the quality or in the price, it has a direct impact, as we have seen in the point number 2, interdependence. So in that case, they have to remain alert every time. Who? The seller. The few sellers who are selling their products in the market, they have to remain alert what the others are doing. Okay, and that is why it is said there is risk and uncertainty. It means the product which is sold in the last 4 months before, it means in the last stock, the rate or the prices of the commodities were high, but due to the other competitor, the other oligopolist in the market, he has reduced his prices, so that the customer definitely will go to that seller who is offering the products in a lesser prices, and that makes the impact on the profit margin of the other sellers. And that is why it is said there is a uncertainty and risk. Okay, so these are the points related to the features of oligopoly. Then what are the types of oligopoly? Okay, we will see in short what are the different types. Now these types again, it is pure and perfect, imperfect or differentiated, cooperative oligopolies, and non-cooperative These are the different types of oligopoly market structure. Okay, and these different types have their own features, have their own characteristics. So these are the pure and perfect oligopoly or a oligopolist, because itself, the meaning itself of the word is competition among the few, because the very first characteristics, very first feature is few sellers. Okay, not a single seller, not a sole seller, or not a two seller, more than two, maybe 3, 4, 5 up to 8 or 10. So in that case there are different types of oligopoly market structure. The detail of this oligopolies we will see in our next class. So by the time we will stop here, and in the next session we will see what are the different types of oligopoly, what are their features, and what is king demand curve. Thank you.